You didn't tell me mattresses in my knickers.
Hello, welcome, buenos dias from the Dominican Republic. Alright, if you are heading to the Dominican Republic, you've probably heard about the 27 waterfalls, the whale watching, Cabareta, Puerto Plata, Punta Cana if you like your 5-star resorts, but I found 5 things in my 2 weeks here that I fully 100% recommend. They're a little bit off the beaten track, they're hidden gems, and make sure you stick around for the last one because that one is my favourite. My first recommendation is just outside of Santo Domingo in an area called El Higuero, where we took a bike tour, e-bikes, all around the local area, and there is some of the most stunning countryside that you wouldn't expect to find just outside of the city. It probably took us about 40 to 45 minutes to drive there. We passed through amazing countryside, local villages, everyone is really super friendly. And then if you want something else in that area on the way back, there's also a cultural tour of Los Morenos, which I recommend that you do as well. But first one, bike tour just outside of Santo Domingo. Recommendation number 2, heading north now to a place called Santiago to La Aurora Cigar Factory. You might not associate Dominican with cigars, but they have an incredible and proud history. The same family runs the business since 1903 and they offer hundreds of handmade cigars, and you get a lovely tour around the factory and you might even get a chance to puff on one yourself. So I recommend heading north to Santiago, which is not too far from Puerto Plata and Cabareta, and checking out the cigar factory. If you do have a chance to also wander around some of the murals and street art of Santiago, that's beautiful as well, but I do recommend anything in Santiago you do with a guide. Hidden gem number 3 is to go kayaking in the Espila area. We headed to a town called Jamao, which is in between Cabareta and Santiago. There's a little mountainous road with incredible scenery. And then when you get on the kayaks and see some of the scenery that we were kayaking through, you will 100% want to do it. We went with Jamao Eco Tours, which offer kayaking, hiking and canyoning. And it's in an area already which has a ton of shit to do in the Dominican Republic, such as Puerto Plata, Sosua, Cabareta, the 27 waterfalls. Cabareta is probably my favourite place to stay. It's right on the beach, you've got kite surfing, windsurfing, surfing, stand-up paddleboarding, and it's a really, really chilled place. It's quite touristy, but still really worth visiting. So, number 3, kayaking in Esplat. Hidden gem number 4. Did you even know that the Dominican Republic has cenotes? If you've ever been to Mexico, you're probably familiar with what a cenote is. It's like a natural sinkhole where fresh groundwater comes up and creates this unbelievably beautiful, fresh pool. Between Cabareta and Las Terrenas or Samaná is where the whale watching is, there is a lagoon or a cenote called Dudu Laguna, which is a brilliant name. And it has a zip line that goes over the cenote and into the cenote, and honestly it is really amazing. It's 100% somewhere you've got to visit. It's dead cheap. It was only locals there that were really enjoying it. It seems to be a bit untouched to tourists, so sorry that I'm spilling the beans. But if you get a chance, head to the Dudu Cenote. And just while I get a chance to remember, all of these places are going to be in the article on my website, which is linked below the video. You can see it on Google Maps, you can see exactly where they are, so you can plan your whole trip around these 5 different places. But this one is between Cabareta and Las Terrenas. Okay, my 5th and final hidden gem in this video is Laguna de Oviedo, a 25 kilometer squared saltwater lake near Las Aguilas. This actually is a 2-for-1. This hidden gem is a 2-for-1. So we headed down to Las Aguilas to a place called Rancho Típico, which is an eco lodge right on the beach. That place itself is worth visiting. There's a 7-kilometer stretch of amazing sand, untouched beaches, nobody there pretty much. And then on the way back, we stopped at Laguna de Oviedo. This place is unreal. So yeah, it's this huge saltwater lake. It's a beautiful green color. It's got salts and minerals which give it the color. 3 times more salt than seawater, but it's disconnected from the sea. It's actually higher than the sea, which is weird. And you stop at this amazing little island full of iguanas that are native to this island, that have been there probably hundreds of thousands of years. I don't know, I should have checked that. And they're friendly, so these little iguanas come up to you. And that's in itself was incredible. Then we travelled around the rest of the lake, and there are just tons of pink flamingos. We've got them at a distance. Obviously when you go towards them on the boat, they leave. But just stunning place. If ever there was a place built for a drone, it's this one. It is just beautiful. And again, this is an untouched place for tourism. There was nobody else there. People don't seem to know about it. The main reason is it's pretty far away from anything else. So Las Agrias is all the way to the southwest of the island. So it's pretty far. You need to commit yourself to a pretty long drive to get there from anywhere else. But believe me when I say it is worth it. So my 5th hidden gem, 5th recommendation is Laguna de Oviedo. Alright, that is my 5 hidden gems for the Dominican Republic. I hope you've enjoyed it, of course. Comment if you've got any questions, ask me anything you like about my trip here. Like the video, subscribe, follow me at Intrepid Escape on pretty much every social media channel. But also, you might be thinking, how do you get around the Dominican Republic? Look out for my 2nd video, which is going to be all about hiring a car and driving here, because it's not quite what you expect and it isn't that easy. But yet these places do require pretty much your own transport, whether that's having your private transport or hiring a car. So look out for that, because I've got 10 things you need to know about driving and hiring a car in the Dominican coming up next, because it is a little bit of a mission. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, let me know. Happy travels.